What's going on here? 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 What's going on here?
They look at white girls as being fair game because they are white. And that's not to say they don't abuse other girls. There are Sikh girls who are targeted as well, and I think that is some sort of ethno-religious attack. One of the great joys, actually, of this investigation is being able to promote Sikh voices in this issue who've been ignored because it doesn't fit the narrative for other people who would rather talk about this only as a white girls issue, right? But this does actually affect other communities in a similar way. And also, other Pakistani girls were abused, often in the family setting. Many of the abusers that we know, for example, in Greater Manchester, were attacking their own relatives, their nieces in one case, while also going around and attacking white girls. There's one example I want to bring. It's truly horrendous, but it gets to the point of what I'm talking about, honour and shame. There was a house in a part of Rochdale where one of the grooming gang abusers had a list on a door. People could write their names on this list, and they would tick next to their name whenever they'd visited. And inside this house, girls were kept on sordid mattresses in filthy, squalid flats, and they were kept ready for sexual abuse. Girls in that building described being passed around like a bull around hordes of men who would turn up. At the end of the month, the man running that property would collect money from them based on the number of ticks they left. It's like a paedophile honesty box. That's clannishness. That is a high trust organisation. I believe you to leave a tick when you go in there and attack a 12-year-old girl, degrade her in the most appalling ways. And some of the abuse, I mean, I don't know what moderation you guys have on this, but I will just say, I mean, they were tortured, right? Girls were anally ganked, okay? It is the most horrendous abuse you can possibly describe. One girl in Oxford, for example, part of the Operation Bullfinch investigation from Thames Valley Police, one girl had the initials of her abuser branded with a hot iron on the cheeks. Branded on her, literally made to be property to an abuser. One girl was kept in a cage and told to bark like a dog. Girls were killed, girls were set on fire. Girls endured fake executions, real executions. Girls were abandoned in the moors in Greater Manchester, little to no clothing, and told to make their way home. If you've been to the moors of Manchester, it's pretty brutal. It's like arid. It's like English desert. Left alone, windswept, austere, brutal. Get home, knocking on the closest house you can get to, crying in the street. And they were trafficked around the country. Bradford's never had an investigation, but I've not met many survivors who said they haven't been trafficked to Bradford, and I've met lots of survivors. You can't actually possibly describe just how bad this is in terms of the treatment they endured. But what they experienced was able to be delivered because of that high trust tick in a box on a list.